regulations, Madam Speaker, is that we are trying to look at what the board has also been doing. Because sometimes you find those contractors who have won projects, they would work very closely with the board, and you find every time when there is a project might find itself in a lot of challenges because now the board has come in to interfere. So I'm hoping as we do these regulations, we are also realigning back the powers that indeed when government has given a project, the board does not become an impediment in terms of any project of government that has been released. And so even as we look at the PFM Act, one of the things that we must also look at is to ask ourselves how government can be able, and I'm hoping the regulations are also binded to assist government to complete a project within the time frame that has been given. And so, Madam Speaker, one issue that this House must now look at, and that is one of the challenges we've faced, where you find many pending bills. Because the project went, it was supposed to start at this time frame, it was stopped because it went through a court case or it went to the board, and now the board has decided they have to go through. It takes a long time, and we don't look at that, and at that time of the project is just moving. So, Madam Speaker, if we want to see government achieve and our constituencies getting development, then we must ensure the cycle time frame of that project, from planning to implementation, is taken in consideration, even if the project will have any challenges that will be on the way. And so the regulations must guide government, but also guide the different institutions that are part of that project. The other thing, Madam Speaker, that we appreciate about having regulations is that it also now brings in transparency. It assists you to have an open eye of what is happening. And even the members of parliament are able to go, and you will find now data that you can look and ask yourself, why is it that this project of water has not moved at this level? Why is it that we are not at this time frame says within 3 months, 6 months, we are supposed to be here. Why are we not there? And how can a member of parliament now go back to push government and say, look, we are supposed to do and complete my project within this time. Our people are still suffering because of 1, 2, 3. The third thing why we need regulations is to tame our... In the morning, we've just spoken about regulations of public investment. We are lucky again, now we are talking about the PFM Act. These things go together. And so we are hoping also our officers in government will appreciate that we have regulations that guide us. We have regulations that we can sit and ensure within a project that we have been given, money is spent in a transparent way, but also effectively, in an efficient way that you gain and achieve what you want. Why CDF has been one of those projects that move and you achieve and you are able to see results is because of how strictly this House decided to put and itemize how the projects should move. As we move on, we also need to talk to Treasury that it is time you itemize your projects so that people will understand your projects. Because it's also one thing that has killed this House, that we have a budget that is billions, and you are never told in an itemized way how can you achieve this budget within this. And so all these tools that we are getting are tools to support us now to get a budget that can be a budget that is more transparent, a budget that is able to move us forward. With those few remarks, Madam Speaker, I beg to support.